this is Drew. He is going to help show you how to put the bed behavior on verbal control, verbal stimulus control. So we worked on building value for the bed, and I'm holding a dog bed in my arms. And I'm going to throw it on the ground, and hopefully he will be doing what I want Brody to do. Good boy. So he went right away and threw his body on the bed. So this is actually, I got up. I'm going to reach in and feed him. This is just his dinner that I soaked in water about 20 minutes ago, so it's softer than normal. And so hopefully he thinks it's more special. And his release word is D-I-N-G-O. Dingo! And then he comes off. He's bouncing around, nothing happens, and he goes back to his bed. So then I'll go ahead and I'll reward him again. Okay. So the next step, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him one treat only for coming off the bed when I say the word because he's not getting up. Dingo! Alright? And so while he's eating that treat, I'm going to tell you the next step. You're going to... I couldn't even get the word in because he has so much value for that bed. Drew? Bed? So I'm adding that word right before I see him going to his bed. And I'm only saying it once, ideally. So let me see if I can put the camera down somewhere where it might be appropriate. Dingo! Go to your bed. Good boy. Feed him a couple times for maintaining that down. I'm hand feeding him. With Brody, you can help build value for the bed by dropping it on the bed. Since you guys are going to move this to a carpet, you may want to say place because it's not necessarily a bed or spot. It doesn't matter. Dingo! Okay. Let's see if I can get it away from him. Dingo! Ready? Go to your bed. Very nice. Okay, so I've just reviewed the last video, and the entire time Drew maintained down for the minute and a half that first video was on the bed, which I just kept feeding as I watched this. So then the next step is going to be teaching him to do it when you maybe walk through the door. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toss a handful of cookies all over the floor right before I leave so he can be eating those. And hopefully I'll set the camera up in a useful spot. And then I'm going to leave, and then I'm going to come back in the door, and I'm going to immediately cue him to go to his bed, and then reinforce him for going there. Okay? So let's see how this works. Dingo! Find it! Okay, now you can see how junky my kitchen is. But now the next step is to teach Drew to go to his bed when I'm coming through the door, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a handful of his kibble, and I'm just going to tell him, Dingo, that he can get off the bed. I'm going to toss the cookies away, tell him to find it, and then I'm going to leave. Let him finish eating the cookies. Hello? Go to your bed. Now I can walk in and feed him his cookies. And then carry on. We'll do another trial like that. I think he's doing pretty good. Dingo! Find it! So I'm just tossing the cookies on the other side of the kitchen so I can leave. If you guys are consistent with this, see there I didn't even have to say it, I just pointed. What's going to happen is Brody will learn that when that door opens, he should go to his bed. Okay? A couple other things that I thought of after I left, Dingo, is that when you come inside from outside with Brody, I would just send him to his bed and then go ahead and give him the cookie that you get, that you give him when he comes inside. Just all the cookies now have to be coming from that bed. Alright? Now I talked about generalization, and so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of the bed. Dingo! Come on, get off that stupid bed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this kitchen carpet. Hopefully I'm not going to knock anything over. I'm going to put that carpet where the bed is. Drew, go to your bed. He's looking at the fuzzy bed that is just beyond the camera screen. But eventually he did it. So it took him a second or two to go, what do you want me to do now? This is a little bit different. Dingo. Go to your bed. But now he's got it. Dingo. Steady. Steady. Go to your bed. Oh, that was naughty. Alright, hope that helps. Alright, I got, look here. Why can I not put the camera where I want it to go? Okay, so I brought one more dog just to prove that Drew is not some sort of special dog or anything. Here's the dog bed. Lenny hasn't seen it before. I'm going to go ahead and reward him for checking it out. He's been taught to go to your bed on a different bed. So he real quick went to it, sat, sniffing it. Can I chew in that? And now he's going to lay down. And I'm feeding him. Now his release word is, it's let's rock. Okay. And then nothing happens. I'm not giving him any cookies for coming off the bed. And he goes right back to that BED to lay down. Let's rock. Okay. Nothing happens when he's off the bed. So eventually he ends up going right back. Good boy. And I would repeat the same process with him. Because he already knows the cue, go to your BED, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to release him off. Let's rock. Toss some cookies, and I'm going to leave. And let's see how he does when I come back in. Go to your bed. That's a good boy.